stage warrior to step into the spotlight. He is endearingly known as S to the W, to the brain, to the brain, to the games, and he carries a noble mission to guide you through the vast array of challenges that gaming offers.
Crashing after losing? Not anymore. Energy drinks are a scam. They hurt you more than they help. Drink Dubby. Game better. Sick of crashing? Try Dubby now. Jitterless energy blend with coffee fruit extract. Use code SWBG for 10% off. Join Team Dubby and be better.
Welcome everyone, SWBrainGames here for Monday, June 15th, 2026. It is currently 8:21 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we're doing Dark Souls 2 Remastered. Dark Souls 2. So, yeah, Dark Souls 2, and we're simply going to be just doing like I did in the original Dark Souls Remastered. Is I'm just showing the boss battles. And the first one would be the last giant, and then of course the pursuer. And of course the pursuer one was actually done later on. Actually, in my gameplay, it would have been literally my last boss fight, or one of my last boss fights. But I wanted to add it to the second clip, because technically, if you count in order, it would be the next boss. If you're going this route. So basically, starting off right here, and I don't even think I have the fire sword yet, or I think I might have. Might have a fire sword, I'm not sure. But yeah, I didn't get too much stuff at this point, and this part was definitely a lot older than some of the other Dark Souls clips, because this was definitely the first one. Yeah, so going to the Valley of the Fallen Giants. And of course, it's not the area where we fight that first one I kind of thought was a boss, but like a big old freaking monstrosity giant thing. I forgot what it is called right now. But anyways, yeah, I do actually have the fire sword at this point. Yeah, so basically, we're going to face the last giant, which is definitely one of the more easier battles and all that good stuff. It's not that hard at all. And then, of course, we got the pursuer, which I know some people may have a little bit of hard trouble trying to beat it and stuff, but it's simply on it to me is you definitely have to learn how to parry. I mean, I suck at this game, and I pretty much don't know how to parry for the life of me. But of course, when he has this first leaping attack, or not this one, but the pursuer, he has that one leaping attack. If you stun him, he's stunned for like 4 or 5 seconds, and then you run to the nearest catapult or launcher, and then you just launch it. And yeah, I did bring in both phantoms. If they're there, I'm gonna bring them in, you know. And also, the only way the summoning works too is if you got your humanity on right now. If you got your humanity on. Now, if you're still like undead, then it won't show up. None of the summons will show up. But this weird abomination from not pits of hell is actually not that hard. You just basically gotta stay under him and just stay under him, attack his legs, and you're good. He looks like he looks like he's a nightmare, but he's actually not that bad. But yeah, just stay under him. And of course, if you have the humanity and all that stuff, just bring in those guys to distract him. That's, if anything, you know, just distract him and stuff, and just start telling his leg. And of course, you know, also, you know, learn how to, you know, do rolls and stuff. Rolls will definitely save you a lot in this game. Just roll, roll, roll. Roll your boat. Watch out, you know, watch out for his stomps. Watch out for that, that's why you stay under him. Watch out for the stomps. And just basically smash him. Until one more. Boom. And he's gone. Like I said, if you have humanity, there's also a chance that you'll be able to summon both of them. Just for the heck of it, just summon them. If you have a chance, summon them. And it'll be all good and over. Alright? It'll be all good and over. Yeah, and of course I was kind of wandering around here because I thought there would be some kind of exit. But oh, okay, I guess there's no exit. And just, you know, just doing a little emote and a couple of them. Oh, okay, get rolling and getting smashed. Oh. And then of course, then after this one is the pursuer. Now, of course, I did try the pursuer originally after, you know, after we got done with this one. I actually did try to do the pursuer, and of course, since I didn't know how to parry and stuff, it was a kind of hell for me. I'm trying to figure it out, trying to figure this out, trying to figure that out. And I'll be honest, the most confusing thing out of this whole entire area is basically right over there in the fire. You'll see there's a couple of spots that looks like you can get in there, and you see there's at least two of them, and one over there, and then so somehow you can get down there, but I didn't know myself how to do it. So this one was more up, and of course you've seen that I got eliminated, so I had to pick up my souls. So this leap right here, if you block it, if you parry it, try to get him to the next one, boom, and then launch it immediately. Again, 2 shots, instant kill. Now, going down the road, and you know, the more you do this, the more you go on, you will actually face the pursuer some more, and it'll be a little bit different because you won't have that advantage. But if you learn how to parry him, he's basically not stunned for what, 4 or 5 seconds or so, and then you can get all your whops in, whop him, and then just stay away from him, and then let him do that charge, that little run and charge with the shield, and then, you know, parry it, and then he's stunned, and then just take him down. Now, of course, myself, I have it face the pursuer, the second pursuer, the secondary, but yeah. Anyways, then you can drop down here, and of course you'll get, unless you clear everybody out, which is what I did because I was doing a lot of farming, so there wasn't very many enemies that were in this area, because I had it off the the clear, just cleared it all off. Yeah, and just knock it out, knock it out. Like I'm not normally like a shield person or anything, especially in the Dark Souls, but on this one right here, you definitely want to on Pursuer, you want to parry, and then you want to use those launchers. You want to run like your left pins on it to those launchers and just hit it and then hit it again and then you're good. So of course, as of right now, for me, I forget the place it's called, but I'm currently trying to go after what I would call the pirate ship boss. That's just what I'll call him, the pirate ship boss, because he's bring up the pirate ship, and then and bring up the pirate ship, and then basically go inside and then face this little boss right here. I haven't traveled that far into this area currently. After I get done beating what I call the pirate boss, then I'm gonna be working on this area here. I'm gonna be working on this area. But I will say, friggin' Dark Souls 2 is definitely a lot more different and a lot more higher scale difficulty than Dark Souls Remastered. So, and I think it's the other one. I think there's like a poison or something in there. I think it's kind of, there's like a poison, or no, that's somewhere else. Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely not right there. But yeah, you get to your campfire, light it, and then basically you're good to go. And of course, there's two different ways to get into the Lost Bastilla or whatever it's called, or the Last Bastilla or whatever. There's two different ways, but this one is probably the one that you probably end up doing after you do the Pursuer and all that stuff. And of course, then you can talk to her, get yourself leveled up, and of course, you see that I'm what level 72 right here. Now, I haven't been able to find, no like souls glitch or anything, except for, I think there's like, if you do it with 2 players or something, which, I don't have 2 players. I don't have someone else play in Dark Souls with me, so can't do that. So, no Dark Souls glitch like in Remastered, but, you had the last giant beat and the Pursuer beat. And then also now we'll be going after what I call the red dragon, and then of course what is it, the dragon rider and all those guys. Which of course that area is a massive pain. Died so many times on that one. But then it got to a point where I eliminated so many times that he stopped showing up. I mean, it's okay, but you can change the mode and stuff, or if you go to, I think forget which one it is, but there's a certain one that you can change it to where it's a clan, I think, or club or something, and then if you join them, then that whole reset thing goes away, and then we'll keep respawning and keep respawning, but they're harder. They're harder. So if you're trying to do a little bit of farming, then I would suggest turning it on and stuff, and then just farming. But I would wait until like if you're doing a farming area, just wait until you completely clear it, and then do then do your switching your club and stuff, and then of course then you can go to the other one, and it'll all be changed up and all that good stuff. But yeah, I would definitely advise going on some guides and stuff like on YouTube. Like, definitely one to suggest. Most everybody suggests when they're playing Dark Souls is fighting cowboy, and he's really good. He gives pretty much a very, very good detailed guide and stuff. And of course, if you're doing like the walkthrough, he actually does a mage walkthrough, so he shows more of a harder version than what I'm doing. But yeah. Anyways, next ones will be just showing more bosses and stuff. Got a couple more clips for you guys, and that's all for today. And then of course after this one, then we are gonna be going over for the Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 3. Basically week 1 is it basically just call it like kickoff or whatever. But it's showing all the different challenges and all that stuff and all that. And then we'll get into week 2, eventually get into week 3 and all that good stuff. Anyways, I hope you do enjoy the video. I will see you guys all later. And remember to never give up, never back down, face everything and rise. Never give in to Satan's will, never give up on dreams, never lose faith, never have any doubts, and remember that everything happens for a reason. And remember that I got the brains, and I play the games for all of you. This has been SWBrainGames, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.
Why not become a part of the SW Brain Gang today? Together let us embark on this exhilarating gaming adventure and forge unforgettable memories that will last a lifetime.